You're listening to the Daily Nugget, dnugget.com for July 16th. It is Tijuana Tuesday. I'm Andy. Jenn is here. Are you going to bring your Subway in? You said you were going to for show and tell.
I wasn't planning on it, but thank you for reminding me.
F tier.
It is.
Watch your language, please. Family show.
Sam, who is not F tier, he is a great producer, is here. And Janelle figured out how to connect to the right microphone, so we might be able to hear her.
Hooray!
I showed up.
And I'm glad you did, because we're going international, so we need your opinions.
Okay, great.
A family in Quebec is searching for answers after they went to Cuba with their family. Which, again, why would you go to Cuba?
Right.
Why would you go to Cuba?
On a business trip, vacation, what?
Business trip with Fidel? I think he's dead, but whoever's in charge of Cuba.
Somebody with, never mind.
I am also communist, comrade. So they were in, I think that was three words, right? Okay, yeah, so they were swimming with their 8-year-old father. So it was a family trip. They wanted to go to the beach, and of course, the closest beach is Cuba. Varadero, Cuba, to be exact. When the dad on the beach had a heart attack and died. And because they're in communist Cuba, there were no medical facilities. His body was covered and left on a beach chair in the hot sun for more than 8 hours.
My word.
Until a car arrived to take it to Havana.
It was preserved.
Right. But then they say,
maybe
we're not quite
with bad.
Well, preserved. Well, I mean, when things are in the sun.
Yeah.
I mean, Sam, you have a smoker. What happens to meat in the smoker?
They get delicious.
It would be like a grilled thing, a grilled meat.
Well, it depends on what kind of beach chair was he on. Was he on one of those like plastic ones that has the lines?
Or the metal.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, boy.
Did he have a beach umbrella?
This is weird.
Yeah, well.
This is one of those stories I wish I could investigate more, but because it's in Cuba, I probably would get put into a gulag. All it says is his body was covered with something, I guess. A towel.
Maybe buried it in the sand.
Unscrewed
him in the sand.
Left on a beach chair in the hot sun for more than 8 hours until a car arrived to take it to Havana. After that, it's not clear what happened. So I don't know if the
car was arranged?
Right. I don't know if the family was just like, all right, I guess you'll get it home to us. So they followed the directions given by the Canadian consulate, and they paid about $7,000 US to have the body returned home. So then they get to the airport when the body's returned, and they open the casket, and it's the body of a Russian man who was at least 20 years younger.
Yikes.
And unlike her father, the body had a full head of hair and tattoos.
How does this happen? They buried him in the sand. How did they lose track of him?
Apparently, they have no answers. This daughter, and you got to feel for her. That's actually really sad. But she said, "We're waiting. I don't know what to tell you." I don't know what you say after that.
They had no explanations as to how this happened.
Well, it's Cuba, right? What are you going to do? You complain and get locked up for the rest of your life?
I would need a refund on my $7,000.
Good luck on that one, comrade. They've already spent over $18,000 on this. Some of that was the funeral services that have been put on hold. I mean, have the funeral. Why are you waiting for the body?
It's a pretty pricey funeral too. I'm just going to say. I mean,
I don't know how much a funeral costs. So
I know you can.
Let's see here.
Really get.
I know that there's like insurance costs or insurance that you can get for funeral costs.
Okay, well, according to the National Funeral Directors Association, the average funeral costs $8,300, including a burial service and viewing.
I don't think that's updated.
Now that is casket. That's open casket. If you just do the cremation, it's about $6,000.
Discount.
Yeah.
So But everything's more expensive in Canada, so maybe that's part of it. But that's more expensive than I thought it would be. Especially if it's a cremation. I mean, you put it in the furnace.
I guess they never thought about just go ahead and cremating the wrong person and calling it good.
Right.
So you would know.
I mean,
it would be horrible, I'm sure.
Oh gosh.
I like the realization we just saw on Janelle's face. She said, "Oh, that was insensitive."
I'm sorry for my inappropriate remark. We're talking economics here. We have to be economical. We've already spent over $20,000 on the burial of your father. I would think when is enough? Just call it and just say, okay, we did that. Never mind.
No, it's Weekend at Bernie's. We got to track it down.
Literally in Cuba. Somebody's carrying around this dead guy just like on the beach. The Cuba edition.
Like my friend?
What I want to know is, did my dad send you this story?
Why, Jen?
Because
it's very specific.
This seems like something he would love as ammo, because anytime I go somewhere that he wouldn't go, like Africa, Mexico,
he sends you
Canada,
the articles.
even. No, his way of saying, be safe, I love you, see you later. His way of saying that is, I'm not paying to get your body shipped back. Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now who's insensitive?
No, that means he loves me.
Right.
Be really careful.
Homeschoolers are weird.
Yeah.
Would he accept a Russian man with tattoos in replace?
If it was cheaper, I could ask him.
Would he receive the body, look at it and say, close enough?
I think so.
It's human.
I want Janelle to be in charge of my funeral. I've decided.
Me
Hey, if it's up to me, I'd just go ahead and cremate you and sprinkle you underneath the tree out here in the pasture. Is that all right? Is that good with you?
Andy would be nutrition for her vegetables of the future.
You would rest peacefully, my friend. I can just guarantee that.
Flown in
Janelle, I've got your $1 million idea.
What is it?
No.
Gross.
Janelle's discount cremation services.
There you go. Yes.
Oh my god.
You're gonna get ashes. That's your motto. You're gonna get ashes. We don't know which ones. You're gonna
I
get
could just throw you on the burn pile and it would just be all for naught. It would just be like you mixed in with the earth. That's what you did.
The Keith Ranch pyre.
Is there a flame torch involved?
Oh, I've got a burninator. I can
Pull out the burner.
It's got the burner.
I can torch it.
This is awful. I don't like
This is
this
the
at
most
all.
morbid and awkward conversation you've ever had.
When you live on the frontier as I do, you've got to be equipped for every circumstance.
Listen, and you know what? I'll pull the "my mom died about a month ago and was cremated" card. So now you all have a free pass to joke about cremation. There we go. I give you the blanket. There you go. The blanket.
All momentum stops.
Go in peace.
I was already out. Thank you.
NuggetHateMail@gmail.com.
Oh.
If you have some ideas for Janelle's discount cremation services.
That's the name of the episode. Janelle's.
Wow.
You guys are giving me the wrong reputation. I just don't know.